What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Steven's Nerd Corner. And yes, you saw the title of the video, man. We're talking Medieval Spawn today. Man, what a letdown, man. What a letdown for real. Straight into it. Todd's not on this book. Different creative team. It says McConville, he's the writer, and then Itira, I was on art. So, yeah, let's just get into it. Spoilers as always, guys. Yeah, I was disappointed. But yeah, hopping right into it. Let's get the good stuff out the way first. The art on the book, man, is amazing, man. I think Todd personally vets any artist to do any type of Spawn universe title because the art was mind blowing. Art is great. It was just some other parts that fell apart, but the other great thing was the quality of the book, man. Like the comic itself, like the paper quality was insane. Solid and sturdy, but it was nice, glossy pages. Everything looked nice. Probably the best quality comic coming out right now. Like the quality of the comic itself, probably the best out on the market right now, in my opinion. But yeah, that's all about good it's got going for it. The quality of the paper and the art itself. The art, beautiful. If you're strictly a visual guy, you're only buying for the arts, just want something nice to look at, you can buy this book. Other than that, if you're looking for a meaningful story or any type, like, none of that's here. Man, what a disappointment. So let's get straight into the story. It starts off very strong. That's the thing. Issue 1 is the only good issue, and it's the best issue. Like, it starts off, we have Medieval Spawn. He's kind of on this journey, and he's with these guys. Basically, they're looking for this demon. I forgot his name. I'll try to put it up somewhere. But yeah, they're basically looking for this demon. They come across this ravaged village that was ravaged by this demon they're looking for. There's like one survivor, it's this kid, and he's like, nah, I'm going with you guys. I'm going to find him. And that's basically where our story starts off with Medieval Spawn, right? Sir John of York, who I love. This should have been a layup for them. Like, Medieval Spawn, it looks so cool. The fantasy setting, there's so much you can do here. When I heard that this was coming out, I was like, nah, this is going to be peak, and they messed it up. I don't understand. Like, so it ends off. We go off on our adventure from this village, and we got this guy Richard they just found. And even in issue 1, right, Medieval Spawn, I think he's narrating, he's saying, man, I wish we never found Richard, man. That's where all our problems started. He's the one, Richard was just a bad thing, right? So clearly they're setting up, right, for the whole miniseries. Something's gonna happen between Medieval Spawn and Richard, right? That's what we're building towards, right? Some clash, something, right? Something's coming, and it never happens. Like, that's the thing. Like I said, spoilers ahead, but like, it never happens. They build the entire miniseries. Oh my god, what's gonna happen with Richard? Nothing happens with Richard, but we'll get to that. So it goes. The second issue, I don't know. They're just wandering. That was another thing. Second issue, it immediately kind of dropped off a cliff. They're just wandering around like, we're looking for this demon. Is this kind of a lost cause? Which I guess that was kind of the point, was make it feel like they're just searching for something that doesn't exist or what may have you. But I was just like, kind of just walking around on what's really happening. Like, Richard is alright. I love Medieval Spawn. Yes, he's cool, but I don't know. It's just him and these two guys on a journey just yapping because, their whole team gets killed in the first issue or whatever. It's just not a lot going on, honestly. Throughout the whole mini, there's not really a lot going on. The reason why the first issue is so well, because we get the start of our journey, this build up, plus there's a lot of action. Issue 2 reigns back on the action, not a lot happens. Then issue 3, it definitely picks back up again, the second best issue, which I'm not saying a lot. Issue 3 definitely picks up. The action is there, a lot of fun. We're really getting close to our journey, right? And the entire mini, that's the thing, the entire miniseries, Medieval Spawn is like, yo, man, Richard, man, why did I meet Richard, bro? Richard's gonna mess everything up. Richard. Everything is Richard. Okay? Everything. It's like, it's in through all 4. So we get to issue 4, right? They found the demon, whatever. They're about to run down. They fight him. And it was this cool battle. Well, actually, that's the first, like, big thing. They fumbled, right? Whole mini, we're looking for this demon. There is no fight. They go, they find him. He kills maybe like 1 or 2 guys and possesses Medieval Spawn, and that's it. He wakes up and they're like, yeah, we were able to exorcise him, since you let him possess you, because Medieval Spawn lets it happen. He said, that's how we're gonna beat him. And then he passes out. It cuts to black. He wakes up, the demon's pretty much gone. That's basically what happened. And I guess wherever that happened, Medieval Spawn's helmet came off, or his mask, and Richard sees it and he's like, "Oh, you're a demon, you're a hellspawn, die." He just starts freaking out and he's like, "Nah, I gotta kill you." So on top of us not having our big final boss fight with this demon we've been searching for the whole mini, like nothing, basically there's no fight. Now we find out what Medieval Spawn has been talking about this whole time, and nothing happens. Yeah, he just sees him as a, his hellspawn face. He starts freaking out. He tries to fight him. He's like, "Yo, Richard, chill," and then he lets him go on his way. And then that's pretty much it. That's why they clash. His helmet comes off. He sees the monster, and that's it. That's basically what we were hyping up. And that's the thing, right? So the way Medieval Spawn hypes it up is like Richard is supposed to be this ultimate villain. Like that's his main, like that's his Green Goblin, that's his Venom, that's his Joker, right? That's his main guy that he's gonna beef with and fight with. And you don't get none of this. Guy has like no friend. Like he's just some guy from a village. That's literally all he is. So I don't understand how this little guy from this village, who doesn't like how you look, is this great villain and all that. And they didn't show it. They don't show it. The issue 4 ends off with them kind of just ending that little fight. I mean, Medieval Spawn wasn't fighting back, and they just go their separate ways. We don't see, like, it doesn't end with a page of Richard meeting some demon or ending off with some powers or something. Like nothing. That's it. So Medieval Spawn has beef with this random villager named Richard, and that's one of his worst enemies. Like his most feared enemies is just Richard. Watch out for Richard. And I don't understand. You had a 4-issue mini to tell any story with Medieval Spawn. You have the fantasy setting, to do whatever you want with it. You know what you could do with fantasy and Medieval Spawn? Like, they chose this just super basic adventure plot / revenge plot with the really weak twist. Like, it was just, I was so disappointed. The reason why is because I had such high hopes. I was like, Medieval Spawn, his own mini, he's dope. I read a little bit of Scorched. He's great in Scorched. He's probably my favorite Spawn in that. So that's why when I heard about this, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a banger. His little appearances in Spawn, and I think he had a mini before, but I didn't read the mini before. But some of the Spawn stuff he was in, I read. I really liked it. But this, what was this? I don't understand. It's not hitting for me. The art was there. That's one thing I'll say. Like I said before, I think Todd personally vets all the artists on Spawn. Like, he definitely was looking at who this guy's work or her, I don't know, and it was, all right, you're good, because everyone that touches a Spawn book on art is peak, and it's no different here. The art is peak. If you want an art book, this is the one. Like, for real, it looks great, and the paper quality is there, but that's it. That's all they have. Like a 4-issue mini, and hey, it's good paper. Looks nice. Come on, what is that? But yeah, guys, that's enough ranting for now. I appreciate y'all for tuning in on my Medieval Spawn video. I wish it was better, but this is the book we get, so this is what we have to deal with. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please be on the lookout. I just started the podcast with my boy Lou. We started the Long Box Lounge. Check it out. Dope show, man. We've been having a lot of fun. First episode's out. Link down below. So go check that out. It was dope. We got a good little convo in, and I can't wait to, get more issues in, I guess, into that and really get, running with that. So it's been a lot of fun. So please check that out. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace.